Hi, this is Jake with Optimus Forex, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to apply technical indicators to your chart and save them for later use. Now, before I do proceed to the tutorial, I would like to mention that if you would like to try out Trade Interceptor or Trade Interceptor Mobile for absolutely free, you can do so using the link provided at the very beginning and at the end of the video, and this same link will also be included down in the description below, which will directly take you to the demo sign-up page for both platforms. Now, as for the video, placing indicators on Trade Interceptor for your charts is quite simple and it's pretty self-intuitive. There's an entire library of indicators that can simply be plugged in and played with just a few clicks of your button. So once you have your chart open, you can come down to your chart here and running along the chart toolbar down at the bottom below. This is where we actually begin to get the chance to customize our chart. So as you can see here, if you'd actually like to place a custom indicator, you can do so by using this little graph sign. If you hover your mouse over it, it'll actually say indicators. With a left click of the indicators button, as you can see, we now get a new window open up. Now to actually start to begin to add indicators, you'll need to click on the Add Indicator button down at the bottom right of our indicators window. And as you can see, it actually does say the exact chart that we'll be adding a indicator to. It shows a feed, the symbol, the price you currently have it at, and the time interval. So as you can see here in our common indicators, there are a ton of different indicators to sort through, and they're all based off of alphabetical order. So just a few to mention, we have ADL lines, ADX, coming down to the bottom, we do have simple moving average. I believe there's Elliott wave, weighted moving average, volume oscillators. There's a ton of different content here and technical indicators that you can play with. Ichimoku, Keltner bands. So feel free to go through this list on your own and check out all the different technical indicators available to you. It's also worth mentioning that some of these indicators, and majority of them, are also available on the mobile device. So any charts that you do have open that are saved to your Trade Interceptor account, they should carry over to the mobile version fairly well. So let's put an ADL line. If you can double click, that will add it to your window, or you can highlight once and click add. If we like to, we can put an average range as well. I would like to also mention that we do have the trend risk, which are indicators in themselves. Now, if you would like to read up on what these trend risk scanners do and how they behave, you can do so using the information button up at the top here. And they do give an entire breakdown of trend risk. There's even an entire section entirely dedicated to trend risk, at least on the mobile version. So feel free to check those out and see exactly what they do. But for now, this will just be a technical video showing you how to actually place these indicators on your chart and how to save them for later use. So backing out now, as you can see in our indicators window, we do have these two indicators applied. If you would like to remove them on an individual basis down the line, you can do so by clicking one of the X buttons here, which removes it. Or if you're just entirely done with indicators on your chart altogether, you can simply click the Remove All button. Let me add two indicators back in real quick. Okay, so now we have two more indicators applied. If we click off of that window, it'll actually just close it out automatically for us. Now, as you can see, we do have two different indicators on our chart now. It's more than likely that you may want to come back to the same indicator layout. You can even draw on your charts if you need to using some of the tools. We do have regression lines and Fibonacci if you need so. It's quite easy to draw on there. Now let's say, like I said, you want to come back to the same exact template for use later on down the line, whether it be for an entirely different instrument, or maybe you just close down this chart and need to open it up at a later time. To do this and save it for later use, simply right click within your chart. And as you can see, there is a save template and a load template section. We'll first need to save our template here. and we can name it whatever we like. For example, we can just name it 2 indicators. If you want to and you do use several different indicators, feel free to name it as you like, and then if you need to, we can just put in here as a description, you can put ADL and ADX, so we know exactly what's going on here. And as you can see in the template description, it also does tell you the 2 indicators that you have applied. So once we click save, we can now close this chart out. Let's open up a new chart. As you can see, we're starting fresh with the euro versus the US dollar. Now, if we right click and head down to load template this time, as you can see, we have our 2 indicators template that we just saved, and voila. Left clicking it brings back our indicators exactly how we had it. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like our drawing will save on there, so that is actually a bit unfortunate. But either way, we do have our indicators still applied. So like I said, if you do have a specific set of indicators that you do use often and you're trading with multiple instruments, you may want to just save it as a template. That way, if we do open up another chart here, we can actually go in here and change a symbol. And I apply that same template. Now we have those indicators on this chart as well, and we can swap back and forth as we need to. So it's just purely for convenient purposes, and it's actually quite simple to do. Very convenient, and it could help a lot of people out and save a whole lot of time. But that just about does it for this video. Again, if you'd like to try out Trade Interceptor or Trade Interceptor Mobile, follow the link down in the description below. This will bring you directly to a sign up page for both platforms. We hope this video helped, and thanks for watching.